Hi there. Today we're talking about jobs in the UK that offer visas. Something that each of you who's watching this video is hoping for. The challenge is there are actually more people looking for jobs than there are jobs. So the question is, how do you leg up then? And that's what we're talking about today. All the job openings that are currently available and offer sponsorship and where you can find them and more of them, and how you can find sponsors that can offer you a visa even if there's no job posting. So remember to watch all the way till the end. With that, I'm Ashika and let's dive in. Before we get started, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Take a look at this job portal, which is gov.uk, the government's job portal, and like that, there are many other legit job portals available. Of course, there are many relevant job openings here. The good thing is you can click the save option if you'd like to come back, visit this later, and fill in the application. Another important thing that you can do is report this opening. The reason why I say report any opening that you're looking at that you find suspicious is because there are many agencies, there are scam agencies that are just looking to make money out of people who get them to sign up for jobs or pay for jobs that really don't exist. So if you come across any fraudulent job openings like this, do remember to report them for your sake and for everyone else's sake. Depending on the company that you're applying to, you could be asked to pay for your own visa, or maybe the company will do it themselves. But remember, you should never be asked to pay for a job opening or for your COS. One of the roles that is very often targeted by such scam agencies is that of a care worker or a support worker. So if you do plan on applying for that role, be extremely careful while you do it. The second thing you should know is how to use recruitment agencies. Of course, the UK has a ton of recruitment agencies. You can write to them, email them, send them their profile. They may or may not respond to you. But something else you can do very often is visit their website and look for actual job openings, because very often they post openings with sponsorship attached to them. I'll be covering a bunch of agencies today while talking through all of the job openings that are available right now. So do remember to get in touch with each of them and check out their websites, but remember to use a little amount of due diligence as well. The third thing you should bear in mind is that while looking for jobs in the UK, don't focus all of your attention in London. There are a bunch of other cities that are actually hiring a good amount of people from outside the country, and they've actually increased their hiring versus previous years. So if I were you, I wouldn't limit it only to London. Now with that, let's dive straight into job openings. As usual, there will be tech openings, healthcare openings, and the mixed bag. But today I will also show you openings for graduate jobs, graduate roles, people who've just finished their colleges, intern roles, and a lot more. Like always, for jobs offering sponsorship, there are those that offer sponsorship for people who are outside the UK, there are those that offer sponsorship for people only inside the UK, and there are those that offer sponsorship only for senior roles. So remember to check the fine print. Starting off with tech. The University of Aberdeen is hiring for a software developer or a junior software developer. Holt Recruitment Group is looking for a ground segment software team lead. B Technology Group Limited is looking for a data analyst. Hayes Specialist Recruitment Limited is looking for a front-end developer. Redline Group is looking for a senior control engineer. Platform Recruitment is looking for an electronics design engineer. Resource On Demand is looking for a Salesforce specialist. And Rise Technical Recruitment Limited is looking for a systems engineering manager for electronics. Moving on to healthcare roles. Zest Business Group is looking for an associate dentist. Eclipse Recruitment is looking for a night nurse. Puro Search is looking for a veterinary surgeon. HC1 is looking for a care assistant. Eclipse Recruitment is also looking for a senior nurse. Wellbeing Limited is looking for a pharmacist. Assist Care is looking for a care support worker. Sandy Lane Surgery is looking for a general practitioner. Come and Care is looking for a registered nurse. And SYK Recruitment is looking for a staff nurse. Now, something you should remember with the healthcare roles is there were a lot of duplicate openings like this for different locations. So I've only mentioned a few of them, but if you visit all of these websites that I've just shown you, you'll see a bunch of other healthcare openings. So don't stick to just these, there's a lot more. Now, before we jump into the mix bag, something you should know is that only a licensed sponsor can offer you a job to work in the UK if you're from outside the UK, basically offer you visa sponsorship. But the question is, how do you find out if somebody's a licensed sponsor or not if you're not aware of the process? It's really simple. So the first thing you do is head over to the government website, which is gov.uk, and you can find the entire list there and download it. But the challenge you're going to find is that the list is absolutely massive. There are about more than 60,000 licensed sponsors mentioned on that list. So navigating is a bit of a challenge. So if you know the name of the employer and you just want to check if they are licensed sponsors, of course it's a lot easier. Do a Control F and you can look for their name and see if they're there or not. But if you want to see all of the recruiters within a certain industry, then it's a little tricky if you're looking at this. So there's another option. You go over to uktiersponsors.co.uk and there you can actually find recruiters that are licensed sponsors based on industries. And it's very easy if you want to search for someone who is a licensed sponsor as well. But something for you to remember is that of course you can reach out to them, you can drop them your CV, you can get in touch with them through the careers portal or through the contact us option or something like that if they don't have a job opening. But don't hold your breath. They may or may not respond. If your CV is brilliant, of course, there's a very high likelihood they will respond. If not, unlikely, right? But the thing for you to remember is that just because they are licensed sponsors, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can offer you a sponsored job or that they will offer you a sponsored job. Very often, there are a lot of costs involved with offering sponsored jobs. So employers are not necessarily looking to do that unless the role is very tricky to hire for in the UK. Let's move on to the mixed bag. But before we go ahead, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's an absolutely great time to do it. Aberystwyth University is looking for a capital projects officer. TPP is looking for a product demonstrator and trainer. Nexperia is looking for the head of premium and application specific. Goodman Mason is looking for a VP internal audit for model risk. Piper Maddox is looking for an airworthiness engineer. ProFinance is looking for an audit assistant manager. Meraki Talent Limited is looking for an audit director FS portfolio. Recruitment is looking for an electrical design engineer. Avanti is looking for an electronics engineer. ProFinance is looking for an audit senior manager. Golden Barbers is looking for a barber. Birmingham Airport Hotels is looking for a hotel manager front desk. Saskron Car Supermarket is looking for an automotive business manager. Birmingham Airport Hotels is also looking for a hotel manager receptionist for housekeeping. Finance Car Shop is looking for a car sprayer. Audley Group is looking for a sous chef. Hotstone is looking for a restaurant manager. Ocado is looking for an international commercial project manager. And Depot is looking for a group product marketing manager. Now, there is one more way to approach the entire licensed sponsors if you ask me. There are some licensed sponsors that are more willing to hire people from outside the country than others. And if you think logically, that's your best bet. So if you're looking for general roles, this is a really good place for you to start because these companies typically hire a lot of people from outside the country simply because of the nature of their operations, which also then means that they have massive legal teams to deal with all of this. It's not that difficult for them, the cost is not a challenge for them, and the entire legal process does not throw them off. So obviously, you have a much better chance of being sponsored by these companies than with a smaller company which may or may not have the resources of dealing with the entire sponsorship. This website shares the details of all the licensed sponsors who sponsored the most number of COS and the category in which they operate. Now, the smart thing for you to do is go through this list and see which of these companies are relevant to you. Reach out to them, send them your email, send them your profile, get in touch with them on LinkedIn on their career section. Reach out to recruitment officers from their team. If you can't find them, reach out to somebody from the department that you want to work in. I don't know, get creative. Now, this website shares this information for a limited period of time, but if you're interested, I will leave the link in the description below if you'd like to sign up with them and get all of this information. Now, there are a couple of other websites that you can check if you are looking for graduate roles. There's Milkround, there's Student Circus, and there's also Bright Network. They've got a ton of jobs specifically designed for graduates. They've got graduate schemes and they've got internships. Now with that, I'm sure you are really excited and you can't wait to apply for that perfect job. But to apply for that perfect job, you need the perfect CV. And if you need any help building that perfect CV, all you need to do is watch this.